You can start your own digital marketing agency today with no experience, no degree, and no startup budget, and have your first clients paying you in weeks. Sounds crazy, right? Last year, this exact method made me an extra $314,519 in completely passive income, and hardly anyone is talking about it. The truth is, most people think starting an agency means years of learning marketing and building a team and grinding away before you ever see a dollar. That's why they never start, or worse, why they quit before they ever get results. But there's a much easier entry point, one that works even if you're a complete beginner, and it can put you on the path to time freedom, location freedom, and financial independence faster than you think. That's why in this video, I'm going to break down how to launch an agency from scratch without knowing a single marketing tactic on day one. I'm going to show you the easy mode business model that I used to generate over $300,000 in passive income last year and even get myself a brand new Tesla, and how you can start earning while you learn, so you build skills and income at the same time. So let's start with the basics. What a marketing agency actually does, how it makes money, and where you can plug in without years of experience.
Well, my friend, what you're looking at right here is my best graphical representation of what an agency does. And hopefully you're going to be able to follow along here and excuse the crude drawings. You can see why I never went to art school. Regardless, this is the fundamental pillars that we need to really understand to figure out where you're going to come in here and how you're going to make not just a little, but potentially a whole lot of money. So the very first thing that we need to start with is with this client over here. Our job as an agency, as a marketer, as a service provider of any kind, is to help our clients achieve what they want to achieve. Now, in the context of marketing, our goal is to provide them with services, with products, with software, as we're going to talk about later, that's going to allow them to achieve their primary goal, which is pretty much always some kind of customer acquisition, client acquisition, making more sales, increasing their revenue, growing their profits, basically anything that's going to do to help them build their business. Now, here's the truth, and something that is challenging for a new marketer and a new agency owner to really understand, but I need you to trust me on this one, and I promise you, it's going to become evident in your very first conversations with any potential client in the future. And that is that your clients, as great and amazing and valuable and incredibly good at business as they are, they don't know a lot about marketing. And that's an understatement. Most business owners know very, very little about marketing. Some of them almost nothing, meaning they don't really know who their target market is. They're completely oblivious to many online marketing strategies. They're not really familiar with different kinds of digital marketing. They don't know social media. They don't know how to use it. They don't know what the best strategies are. To give you an example, I give a number of talks to different business owners and go out there, and I've always got all of these ideas and strategies that I want to share with them on retargeting and nurturing sequences and lead generation and all this fancy pants stuff. And I wish I was kidding, but literally one of the questions almost always is, how do I sign up for a Facebook account? How do I get my password back from my Facebook account? What's Instagram? Like, very entry-level questions. Now, not all of them are going to have that, but you just need to understand that they're busy running their business, which means that they don't have the time, nor the energy, nor the mental capacity to focus on all of these other areas, which is where you come in. Anyway, this is what leads us to this kind of like mystical box in the middle. They don't know how to make this connection between their business and their customers. Many of them are frustrated and they're trying to figure out, why are my competitors doing so well? Why are they making all these sales? When clearly I have a superior business, a superior service, a superior product, yet they're winning. And a little bit of a truth bomb for you and I here. It's not the best business that wins, it's the business with the best marketing. Now, I wish this wasn't the case, and I wish that the truly best businesses would survive and thrive, but that's just not how the market works. We need marketing as a way to communicate the value of what it is that we or our clients are doing. So this is where you come in. You work down here. Your client gives you money. You put on your superhero cape as the agency and the amazing person that you are. You apply a little bit of this marketing magic right here. You then show this to the customers, introduce them to the business, let them know just how great this is. And then the customers flood and flock to the business. The more customers that you get for your clients, the more money that you make in return. And this is really it. Your job as an agency, no matter how we describe it, and we're going to look at a couple different models here in just a minute, your job is to act as the middleman, to introduce customers to your clients, to put your clients' businesses in front of potential buyers so that they may engage and interact and actually make more sales. And of course, over time, the better that you become at this, the more money that you can make, which is, again, kind of one of the reasons that makes marketing one of the most valuable skills in the world that you could ever hope to learn. Because once you've mastered or even sort of learned the basics or the fundamentals of marketing, there's not a business out there that you can't help. You can help yourself. You can help your friends. You can help your family. You could start a business and apply all of these concepts, and you'll never have to worry about going hungry again or worry about debt or worry about the income level that you're at, because you have arguably one of the most valuable skills in the world. So if that's the case, and if this is a valuable thing to do, then what's the problem? Well, the problem, my friend, for anybody who's just getting started is, if you're just getting started, you don't know how to do marketing yet, right? So all of this becomes kind of a moot point. I mean, yeah, sure, it would be great if you could go out there and start an agency and start providing all of these magical blue box marketing services for clients and bringing in sales and money and revenue and growing everything that you happen to touch with that magical golden Midas touch. But if you're just getting started, then arguably, we don't know what we're doing yet. Now, the good news is that great marketers are trained and not born. I'm living proof of this. When I first started marketing, I didn't even know what it was. And now I've built a very lucrative and profitable long career for myself. So you can learn this stuff. It's not rocket science. There's a few very basic, simple pieces to go. That said, there is a shortcut here that's going to allow you to get started with even the most basic rudimentary knowledge of marketing. We're going to talk about that in just a second. But first, I do want to cover these 3 different levels of marketing agencies, because there's a lot of talk online about different agency models and what the best thing to do is and the best place to get started and where you're going to make the most money. It was Warren Buffett that said, the most important factor isn't how hard you row, it's what boat you're in, meaning what business model, what vehicle, who are you tying yourself to? So sure, there are some absolutely great models out there. I think this one, for example, consulting, where you act as an advisor, where you share your marketing knowledge and your expertise, you're able to charge hundreds, if not thousands of dollars an hour for providing these services to other businesses. But you got to know, and you kind of got to be a bit of a marketing expert on that one, which is what makes this one hard and pretty much a terrible place to start. Nobody should become a consultant in something that they don't have full level expertise on. Now, the next step down is the agency model, where you go out and you do these done for you services for your clients. So you provide the service for them. You either run their Facebook ads, you do search engine optimization, you build them a website, and ultimately, I would like to see you end up in this position sooner than later. I believe it's possible to start this in months. It doesn't require years, whereas consulting, we are talking about years. Agency, you can learn it in months and get up and going. And like I said, I would like to see you here, because this is where you're going to be able to make 6-7 figures from doing marketing services for other businesses. But again, this is going to require months and weeks and a little bit of time and a little bit of energy and some study and putting all that in. And this is where kind of like business on easy mode comes in, or marketing on easy mode, which is where we sell software, where we use the software, where we introduce it to the business owners. And like I said, this really is business and marketing on easy mode, as I'm going to explain in just a second. You see, clients only care about one thing. When we're talking about clients, we're talking about Mr. Monopoly guy over here. He cares about one thing, and it's this stuff there. We're going to a little bit of foreshadow there for a second, but let's go through the drill. They don't care about your age. They don't care about your gender. They don't care about your location, where you live. They don't care about your experience. They don't care if you have a degree. You definitely do not need a degree. They don't care about any of these things, because they are irrelevant to the one thing that they actually do care about, which is results. The only thing that clients care about is results. And results in business is money. That's it. If you, as a marketer in any capacity, whether we're talking about the easy tier, doing software, whether we're talking about the mid tier, doing agency services, that high tier, doing consulting, if you are able to give them more money than they give you, then they will love you forever. They will think you're amazing. They will tell everyone they know about just how great you are. And let's be honest, you are pretty great. So what is this? Well, this means more customers. This means more sales. This means more revenue. This means more leads. This means more all of those things. More of all of those things. And fortunately for us, there is a way that we're able to get fast, if not immediate results without having to know a whole lot about marketing. Now, I'm going to preface this. I do want you to learn about marketing. Like I said, I think it is the most valuable skill you could ever hope to learn, and it is going to positively impact all areas of your life. But if you're stuck in a 9-to-5 job that you just don't like, you have dreams of time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom, then I appreciate we may not want to spend weeks or months or potentially years mastering a subject. We want some fast results now. And I'm speaking from experience as someone who was trapped in that corporate world and was unsure how to get out. And back then it was a little bit trickier to get out over a decade ago. But now we do have better options to get some really quick results and go on. So, of all these things, what are we going to do? Well, obviously, we're going to pick the easy mode. We're not going to do consulting. We will get to the agency model. We definitely want to. I'll also make sure I will link up a video at the end of this one that's going to show you more in depth how to start a digital marketing agency of your own. But for now, we want to concentrate here. And the way that we do this is we sell the software to business owners. Now, like I said, after over a decade of having done this, millions of dollars made, having tried countless hundreds, if not thousands of different pieces of marketing software, the one that I come back to time and time again, both for my businesses, for my agencies, for my clients, for my students, from an affiliate perspective, is HighLevel. The reason that we use HighLevel is that it really is the go-to marketing software for marketing agencies right now. It has been for a few years now. They have no signs of slowing down. They continue to make it better and better. It provides all of these crazy things for one-time low monthly cost that we are going to be compensated for by simply introducing this to a business owner. Meaning, when we go to a business owner, we can say, hey, we have this ability to do all of these things and you can go do it right now. And the software is $97 a month. And then you'll make a commission on that sale. The other beauty is actually, if you have an agency already, you can do a very similar thing, or you can simply use the software to then provide all of these services, which makes your life just a whole lot easier, which is typically what we do. But we're going to stay on topic here. We're talking about using this as our model and as our entry point into the world of online business, of online marketing, of starting our own hybrid style marketing agency. This is known as affiliate marketing, where we find a product or a service and then we sell that to clients. We show it to them, we introduce it to them, and then when they buy it, you get paid a commission. Why do we do this? Well, earn while you learn. When we do it this way, you're able to learn about marketing. You're able to go out there, make sales, make money, and at the same time, learn about the software, learn about marketing, learn about the strategies, the campaigns, the funnels, the websites, all of the stuff that goes into it. But you're not going to have to pay out of your pocket or go through some course or go through some program or anything like that. You're learning on the job as you're actually doing this. Number 2, discover what businesses, let's number them just for fun. Number 2, discover what businesses want. One of the most important, if not the most important element of making sales is really understanding who your target market is, who your buyers are, and what they want and what their problems are and how you're going to be able to solve them. The bigger the problem that you solve, the more money that you're going to make. And when you start having conversations with business owners, when you start introducing them to this, you're going to find out what their biggest problems are, which is going to make you look like a hero when you're able to be like, oh yeah, I can solve that. I have this thing and you can go like this. And then your next conversation is going to be easier. Your next sale is going to be easier. All of your future marketing is going to be easier. They sort of compound on there. Number 3, get paid for introducing the software to them. Again, this is affiliate marketing 101. We find a really good product or a really good service. We stand behind it. We sell it. We make a commission for it. And we just continue to get paid. And like I said, we've talked about the numbers really quick, but we'll highlight them again in a second. Number 4, and perhaps the most appealing and certainly the most interesting for anybody that is a brand new beginner with no money, with no experience, with no idea what marketing even is, well, you don't have to be a marketing expert. When we're looking at all of these other tiers, all of those hidden ones there, right up here, to be a marketing consultant, you have to be an expert. You've got to know what you're doing. You have to be able to talk the talk and go through people's stuff and be able to do it for them. To do an agency, you don't have to be an expert by any means, but you have to have a basic understanding of how a Facebook ad works and what SEO does and things like that. Again, not rocket science. We can learn this in weeks, even months, but you do need to have a basic understanding. But with affiliate selling of this software, specifically selling high-level software, all we have to do is know what the software does. That's it. And we have a list of it. This is what the software does. Then when we have a conversation, we can figure out, well, what do you need? Do you need, does someone call your business and you don't get to the phone in time? Well, we have a missed call text back, so we can automatically text them back so you don't lose the sale. Are you running any kind of ads? Are you getting leads? Are you following up with those leads within the first 1 to 5 minutes? If not, we can put in a completely automated system that's going to send them an SMS and then an email and follow up with them. Do you have a high converting website? If not, we can build one with the click of a button. We simply click on a template, maybe change a few words around, and now you've got a brand new high converting website. We have all of these tools available to us that we're able to solve all of these problems for. And again, we don't need to be the expert because the software is the thing that is doing all of the heavy lifting for us. And if you remember, what do clients care about? They care about results. They don't care who you are, where you're from. They don't care what you do. They don't care how you do it. They care about making more money. That's why we do marketing. Marketing should not be a cost. Marketing should be an investment where we put in $1 and we get out $2 or $3 or $5 or $10. This is called ROI, return on investment. Marketing should always provide a return on investment. And fortunately, we have the tools available. Now, doing this, selling this one simple piece of software, something that I use, something that I believe in, something that I think is great, something that our students use and our clients use and everybody that I introduce it to. Selling this helped me make $314,519.09 last year alone. It's actually a little bit more at this point of the recording, and it just keeps going up every day. Now, earnings disclaimer. Results are not typical. Most people won't take action. Most people won't do what's required. So therefore, I've got to make this about as abundantly clear as possible. If you don't do anything, nothing's going to work. Nothing is guaranteed, etc., etc. However, I'd like to think that you're not average. I'd like to think that you're committed and not just interested. And I'd like to think that you're really motivated to live a life of time and location and financial independence. If so, I can tell you confidently and completely accurate that yes, not only have I made this amount of money from this, but others have made much more as well. So there is potential there if you do the right things in the right order. And of course, I'd like to show you how to do it too, for free. One other thing, I totally forgot. Not only did I make $314,519 last year just from this, they also bought me a brand new Tesla as part of the program. So make enough sales, and they've got this thing called a supercharged program, I believe it's called, and went down and just got a new Tesla, and they paid for everything. So very cool, very exciting, very interesting. And like I said, I'm going to show you how to do this for completely free. And this is what I would like to introduce you to, Affiliate Marketing Camp. I'm going to put the link down in the descriptions as well, because it's quite a lengthy URL. But what we've done is I've partnered up with HighLevel to teach you about affiliate marketing, to show you how to get started, to show you what kind of offers to make, to show you how to sign up for the program, to show you how to promote it, to show you how to have the conversations and what to give away and everything that you could possibly ever hope to learn when you're getting started with affiliate marketing so that you can make your first sale and then your next sale and then your sale after that. You can start to build this monthly recurring revenue that's going to give you a ton of freedom and flexibility in what you do and who you do it for and the kind of life you live. Again, this truly is one of those opportunities where there is absolutely no risk and just an magnificently mountainous, huge upside here. So I really can't stress this enough. If you're even remotely interested in building some kind of a side income, a passive income, I don't even want to call it a side hustle because it can quickly become your main thing. This really is for you. And I would strongly encourage you to take advantage of it. Like I said, it is completely free. There are weekly coaching calls. There are kickoff calls. There are calls with HighLevel coaches specifically. There's a community. There's trainings. There's everything that you need to succeed. And it is all 100% free. So I'm going to put the link down in the descriptions below. Highly recommend you check that out now. And with that said, I'm also going to put in a video right over here that's going to show you next steps if you're interested in not just doing affiliate marketing, but also in building an agency, what that looks like, what are the steps involved, so you can hopefully take it to the next level. So feel free to tap or click that now. And again, of course, make sure to check out the link in the description below and save your spot for Affiliate Marketing Camp. Looking forward to seeing you on the inside. Talk to you soon.